Hi. Finally, I'm going to critique KH's Coppertone display, TB's Slinky display, AB's Jolly Rancher display, and MC's Mac the Knife display. Again, I think in general this is a strong group. There's some very interesting approaches to the solution here. I'll start with KH's. Fairly straightforward shipper type display. Looks like it would hold a decent amount of product, but we don't actually see any product in the display. I do like the slanted sides, the bold graphics, the big die cut starbursts coming out of the top. I think are all very eye-catchy. One thing that I would have liked to have seen in this display is a better reliance on the graphics from the packaging of the product itself. So we do have aspects of it. The girl getting her bikini bottom pulled down is quite a famous graphic from Coppertone. The Coppertone logo type is used. But the one thing that I'm not sure works really well is the abundance of pink in the display. And one of the things that suntanning lotions try to do quite hard is to eliminate pink and to keep you from burning. So I'm not sure that it's a particularly great color for it, and I think that relying on color schemes, color palettes from the actual product would have been a better solution here for the color scheme. That said, as we move on to Tony's display, which seems to move quite a bit away from the color scheme of the box. Here I think that it actually works really well because he's using a fairly well-established secondary triadic color scheme of relying on yellow, green, and purple, which is quite a nice, strong combination of colors, orange, green, and purple. He's picking up the yellow from the box, and the box also relies on some of that same green. So here, although he moves away from the color scheme of the packaging itself, he's using contrasting colors, which work quite well. What I like about this is the attention to small detail. So the sides are angled, but only slightly. There's a cutout in the front to make it easier to get the product. It fits all the product fantastically well. It looks like it was made for it, so that's exactly the kind of thing we want to see here. The only suggestion I would have for this display is that the backboard not be so dominant, that maybe this cut down a little bit, maybe some kind of interesting die cut shape on the back, but to me it does seem a little dominant in the design. But other than that, I think it came out fantastically well. Another POP here, shipper type, I'm guessing, that looks like it relies quite heavily or uses the identity quite well of the packaging is the Jolly Rancher display. I think that AB did a really good job here getting the product identity into the shipper itself. The only thing that I would like to see here is rather than the big oval in the background that says Jolly Rancher, and I appreciate that it is a interesting shape, would be that it was the would be cut out to match the fruit of the logo, which I think is quite a strong image with the apple and the pineapple and the watermelon, those kinds of things. And I think that would have made for an interesting backboard. And finally we have MC's Mac the Knife display, which I think is good fun. I am really impressed by the graphic on the front, the way that the teeth are cut out. I think that it would cause it would get a lot of attention. The only thing, and I probably even suggested it, the backboard on it, I think is overkill on this one. I think that with this such a strong graphic on the box itself, on the gravity fed box, that the backboard isn't needed on this one. I think that it stands so well on its own, and that the cutout and the graphic are so impressive that the backboard actually starts to take away from it rather than add to it. So in general, good work. I'm glad to see work of this quality, and quite a bunch of interesting solutions here.